Virgo, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking on that little bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Virgo tarot reading for you. Now let's get on with this Virgo love reading today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest here in October 2022. Well, we just had the Moon and the Page of Cups shoot out. This could be something hidden in the dark related to news and messages and communications about love and emotion. It could be fear, worry, and anxiety about the uncertainty of expressing feelings to someone. We'll see as we get into it. But we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between the two of you. And I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest that's affecting both of you here in October 2022. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Virgo, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get started here, and let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Virgo and their romantic person of interest here in October 2022, please. Let's get one card. Thank you. Let's get 3 cards for you, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them for October 2022, please? Let's get one more. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Alright, now let's get 3 cards for your person, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo's romantic person of interest as it relates to Virgo and the connection between them here in October 2022? Let's get one more. Oh, taking extra ones for your person. These came out together, so I'm going to read those together. Okay, so apparently your person has quite a bit going on here, because you heard me ask specifically for 3 cards, and I just got 5. Okay, kind of running out of room. I think I might have a crystal problem. I don't know. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the 2 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. It represents an emotional connection between 2 people, a love connection between 2 people. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it is a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make a choice or a decision about something. So this can be just representing the love connection between the 2 of you, that there's an emotional connection here. This could just be representing that there is a choice to make in this love connection between the 2 of you, or it sometimes can even represent a choice between more than one person. I have the Chariot right underneath this. This is more Cancer energy. This is the Cancer Major Arcana card. This is the fastest moving energy in the tarot deck. It's like bullet coming out of a gun fast. This is about using the will to move forward past any obstacles or problems or challenges or roadblocks that are in the way. Getting past all that stuff through sheer will alone, and then being able to move forward very quickly in success and victory. So we got some sort of a decision about a connection and how to get past some kind of problem or challenge in it and move forward successfully. This could also represent just getting in the Chariot and getting the hell out of Dodge. That could be the choice. And it could be we have a choice between more than one person, and that could be the actual obstacle that's in the way of this connection, requiring a choice in it, a choosing between more than one person. I have the 3 of Swords right under that Chariot. This is Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness from a 3rd energy. Now that 3rd energy does not always have to be a person. It does not always have to be a romantic third party. That energy could be a person. It could be a romantic third party. This could be any person that's not you, Virgo, that's not your person. So it could be like nosy friends or family members or neighbors or co-workers or anybody sticking their nose in your business where it doesn't belong. This 3rd energy could be an addiction. It could be geographic distance. Like anything that we humans do enough of is eventually going to pick up its own energy. So this could be partying too much. This could be work or career getting in the way, like going to school, some sort of thing that they put a lot of effort into becoming that third energy. This could mean any number of things here. Too early to say. Too early to say. That's the overall energy of the reading. That's usually like the gist of what this reading is going to talk to me about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that's affecting both of you, Virgo. It's affecting you in some way. It's affecting your person in some way. It doesn't always have to affect you exactly the same way. Sometimes it's a case of they said or did this, and now you're feeling this way, or you said or did something, and now they're feeling this way. Sometimes this can legitimately be some external thing that's affecting you both. The mutual point of interest between the two of you here in October 2022, Virgo, is the Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. This is about speaking the truth on something. It's also about cutting off the things and the people that are no longer in your best interest anymore. Cutting something away. Sometimes this represents the severing of a connection. That could be the choice that we've got going on. That could be the obstacle we've got going on. There could have been a third energy involved here. Could have been this Queen of Pentacles I'm seeing next. This is Capricorn energy. This could represent that third person. It could represent an element of you. This is that person that the King of Pentacles would build his life around, like build his physical world, his family, his life around her. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles work together as equals to build the Ten of Pentacles. That's like the combining together of lives. Two people or two families combining into one. I don't have the King of Pentacles out here anywhere yet. I don't have the Ten of Pentacles out here anywhere yet. This could be that we're having some sort of heartbreaking situation between you. It could have been a Capricorn. It could have been, this could actually represent you. This could represent a Taurus. It could represent someone that they're married to, as if in the person that you're romantically connected to is married. It could be any number of things here, too early in the reading to tell, but this is an energy of speaking the truth and cutting off something that's no longer beneficial here. So tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. Why is the Queen of Swords the mutual point of interest between Virgo and their romantic person of interest? Okay. Well. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy of being walled off and defensive about something. It's also a card of healing, though. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself as a way to protect himself because he's been hurt. He doesn't want to get hurt anymore. He doesn't want to keep getting hurt. He's trying to protect himself so that he can stop getting hurt and heal and get his energy right so he can take the next step in his journey. So this tells me that there was something painful that happened and walls are up because someone has been hurt. It's like a defense mechanism to prevent from getting hurt. This can also represent that there is a wall in between the two of you in some way. Sheesh. Okay, under this Nine of Wands I have the Magician. This is the Mac Daddy, master manifester of the tarot deck. This is someone who has all... It's about using the will to create the world around you to be in alignment with what your will desires. It's about shaping the world around you through your thoughts and your actions. This is a lot of times in a love reading, like this will tell me someone's actively trying to manifest something, like they're trying to create something, but it can also represent that someone involved here, the way they were thinking and the actions that they were taking kind of created the situation that we're going to be talking about in this reading. I'm feeling like it's your person because the very next card down is the King of Wands. This is usually Sagittarius or Leo energy. This is like a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what he wants and he goes after it with a lot of determination and motivation and drive and ambition. So it's a very motivated type of a person, but it's also the king of the wand suit, the wands being about passion, desire. The wand is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it can represent the male phallus, using it to be intimate, sexual energy, sex. This would be the pinnacle of that suit, someone who's not just motivated and driven, but motivated and driven by passion, desire, sexual energy. We've got the King of Swords right under that. Okay. Usually when I get two queens, that's a big clue that there's something fishy going on. Usually when I get two kings, they can represent that there are two masculine energies involved, and that could be the choice that we're trying to make for you here, Virgo. You might be trying to make a choice between two different people. If that's the case, this would be like Sagittarius, Leo, or a fire sign. This would be Gemini or Aquarius or an air sign. Most of the time, especially in these general readings, when I get two kings like this, it's kind of like two different aspects of your person. Like a piece of them is really driven and motivated and goes after what they want, and they follow their desires, their passion, their sexual energy. This would be someone who's very smart and logical and rational and analytical. It's also someone, though, who's very emotionally detached when they make their decisions. The King of Swords does not even consult his emotions when he makes decisions. He's only looking at what's right in front of him. What can I see in front of me? What's the truth? What's the facts of the matter? Like, what's the numbers? And let me add all this up and see if it calculates correctly, and I'll do the best, most logical thing based on the facts and what's here, not what I feel. So this can feel like someone who's like cold or even calculated. I've got a Queen of Wands there. That would be Aries or Leo energy. This is, again, like a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person. Someone who is sexy and vivacious and attractive and sexually attractive and fun to be around, like the life of the party. Can also represent someone who's kind of a troublemaker and someone who's like, you know, a drama queen almost. But it is the counterpart here to this King of Wands that I'm seeing that feels like it's representing your person. Hopefully this is talking about the passion and desire that they feel for you. But I don't know that that's the case, because I've got those two different versions of the king here. Like the one that's driven in passion and desire and sexual attraction that fits with this queen. But then I've got this element between the two of them of the one that's being logical and rational and analytical about it. Like, or cold and calculated about it. However you want to view that. I think your person is having a conflict here between their desires and their thinking. Like common sense is saying one thing, and then the wand is saying something else. Because right behind that Queen of Wands, I have the Five of Wands, more Wands energy. Fives are conflict. So Wands are about passion and desire. So this is a conflict in their desires. Like a piece of them wants one thing, and then another piece of them wants pretty much the opposite of that, and they're internally conflicted. They're pulling themselves in like this tug of war match in terms of what is it that I want, and they're going in opposite directions inside what it is that they want. Like I said, I'm feeling like there's a conflict between the wand and the passion and the sexual energy versus, you know, logic and reason and what common sense would say. That could be why I'm seeing this Queen of Swords here. This could be the severing of the connection. Like, I call this she who knows the truth, because she knows what's going on around her. And she's also very fair. Like, she will offer to have the conversation with you. She'll offer to let you tell your side of the story, speak your truth. The problem is she already knows the truth. So if the truth you speak doesn't match the truth she knows, it's off with your head. This is the I don't take any bullshit queen. She will cut you. Now, I do have, this is energy affecting you both. So this is affecting you, Virgo, and your person. And then when I look here, I got that King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, which would be like the passion, fiery sex couple, you know. And then this is the logical, rational mind end of the person. So I do have two sets of, I guess you could say, counterparts here. See, for me, the King and Queen of Wands and Cups and Pentacles represents a power couple. It's like two cards that are supposed to be together. So that's two people that are probably supposed to be together. It's like that with every suit except the sword suit. And for me, this represents two people that used to be together. And I think it's possible that you two used to be together because someone else got involved here. Someone else is in the mix, so to speak. I think your person probably had thoughts and actions that created this scenario And that's why your walls are up. That's why you went Queen of Swords on this. There was an extra cup of love here, and there's a decision about this connection. Can we get past these problems and challenges, or maybe we can't because of this third party here? And an internal conflict about that, and about happiness. Oh snap. The Sun is Leo Major Arcana. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. Hard to get a better card than this. But then when I have that next card is the Ace of Wands. Again, the phallic symbol of the tarot deck. Male phallus, using it to be intimate, sex, sexual energy. This can also be a new beginning in passion and desire. Passionate new beginning. Tied to happiness here. And an internal conflict surrounding that. So this could be this internal conflict, because it's in the shared energy, could mean that you have an internal conflict about what has happened here and the choice you have to make and what's going to bring happiness to you. And it could also be an internal conflict for your person where they want two different things. And it could even be an internal conflict in the relationship itself where you are pulling one way and they're pulling a different way. And you guys are going opposite ways in terms of what each of you want individually. But this feels like for your person a conflict that they're having about their happiness being tied to the wand. That's not good. And then there's the Page of Wands under that. I got a lot of Wands energy, a lot of passion, desire, sexual energy. The Page of Wands is news and messages and communications about passion and desire, like passionate messages. This can even represent having the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. Oh, no. I'm not liking this here. Not liking this. To clarify this Queen of Swords, I got the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Ace of Swords. This is the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. It's the sword of victory. It's the sword, that the Queen of Swords wields, and it's the sword she uses to sever relationships with. I think that is probably what happened. You're hurt for sure, and they have manifested this situation. Next we have the Four of Cups. This is Cancer energy of being emotionally discontent, not being fully happy with what they have in front of them or what you have in front of you. There are 3 cups here. It's supposed to be 2 cups in a relationship, and there's a 3rd cup here, and you're unhappy about that, possibly can't stop thinking about that other cup, distracted by it, daydreaming about it. Can't get past it. These 3 cups in the 3 of Cups, the card before this, it's about being reunited and celebrating. And then there's this other cup hanging here. Like, I don't know if I can get past that other cup and reunite with you. That could be the choice here. Yeah, there's that 3rd energy I'm seeing right there again. So this can also represent like a love offer, that Ace of Cups being the love offer on the table already. It just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air. This could be you contemplating offering your cup of love to your person, trying to be reunited with them, or vice versa, them contemplating offering the love to you and trying to be reunited, but not doing it because they've already run into this Queen of Swords. They've already been severed, and now they're possibly afraid of being rejected or cut again. 10 of Swords is next. This is Gemini energy. This is an ending. This is like a swift, painful ending. Sometimes this is an ending that you don't see coming, hence the swords being in the person's back. If they would have seen this coming, they'd be in their front. It can also represent an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the back. It's like stabbed in the back by someone close. No matter how you slice this card, it is an ending, and we're clarifying a card that looks like it's about severing the connection, cutting off someone or something that's no longer good for you, and still having this element of you probably not being happy about it. Then I've got the Four of Wands as the final clarifier here. This is Aries energy. Fours are about stability. So this is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. This is usually a celebration of the home or the family or the connection, or a celebration of the thing we've been trying to manifest actually appearing in the physical reality, and now we can celebrate it. Right under this wall that's in the way here, your wall's being up because you've been hurt, I have the Magician, which is the Mac Daddy Master Manifester. He's got all 4 aces. The aces are the ones of the 4 suits, the 4 ones, 11, 11. So again, these cards are tied together in terms of manifesting something. I think you guys had some stability, but that stability came to a swift, painful ending, probably on a betrayal, probably a third cup of love involved here. Definitely an external third energy, whether that's a Queen of Pentacles or whether this just represents an aspect of you, remains to be seen. But that is the shared energy that's affecting you both here in October 2022, Virgo. It's not uncommon that I don't fully understand exactly what this is telling me until I get through your energy, because then I'll be able to see how it relates to you, and then I'll come back to it again as I go through your person's energy so I can see how it relates to them. Your energy in this connection for October, Virgo: Ace of Swords, Strength, 5 of Swords. This Ace of Swords, we have already seen that. It was the first clarifier, clarifying this Queen of Swords as the shared energy between the two of you. So again, the sword of victory, the sword of truth, the sword of clarity. It can be the sword you use to sever a relationship with. It can be the sword you use to make a decision with. We've got a decision about this connection, or a decision between 2 cups of love here. Let's clarify this and find out what's going on with this Ace of Swords in Virgo's energy. Why is that in Virgo's energy, please? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is like that 1 foot in front of the other, very slow forward moving energy. It's like monotonous, like 1 step at a time. This is like watching duck shit roll uphill. It's so slow. This is usually a very frustrating energy where you're wanting to see something happen, possibly a decision be made here about this connection. You're wanting to see something happen faster than it did. Like you're wanting that much faster pace and you're getting the snail's pace instead. Usually really hard to tell the difference between this energy and the Hanged Man, where progress is halted and there is no forward movement. Things are literally stuck and not moving at all. When you're going through this, it's really hard to tell the difference between them. This is forward movement, but it's so damn slow you may not be able to see any progress from where you sit. This can also represent someone who knows what they're supposed to do and just isn't doing it. And there was a severing. I do see the King of Pentacles right behind that. This is Virgo or Taurus energy. I feel like this is talking to me about your person, and now I just noticed here your person has this Knight of Pentacles in their energy here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I see this Queen of Pentacles here, right below the choice about the connection and trying to overcome the obstacles and this third energy that's in the way. I see this Queen of Pentacles right there. That would be the counterpart to this King of Pentacles. This would be like husband and wife, or live-in boyfriend and girlfriend, or the person that I'm in is like a stable, committed connection with, or I live with them, like we've combined our lives together. This is usually that. But there's this definite separation between the two of you, because the Queen is buried 4 cards deep in the overall energy, and the King not anywhere near that. Neither of them are actually on the table. This is also buried under the surface here. We got the Knight of Cups here, which is actions toward love and emotions, like romantic offers, romantic gestures, flirtatious behavior, like asking someone out, trying to move forward in a love offer or a love connection, trying to advance a love connection. It's almost like progress on your end. This is happening too slow for you. It could be saying, hey, I severed this fool because he knew what he was supposed to do. We were in a committed connection. We were building our lives together, or had already put our lives together, and then he started taking actions toward love and emotion somewhere else, had a second cup of love, and that is the obstacle that's in the way, and that's why I severed this fool. Could be totally that. Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy. This is lying, cheating, stealing, deception, sneaking around behind your back, trying to get away with something that they shouldn't have been trying to get away with. The Fool. Wow. Also in your person's energy. And it is laying directly with, these are the two cards that came out for them at the same time at the beginning when I said I would read those together. It's laying with that Knight of Pentacles. So this is definitely talking to me about your person. The Fool can be about taking that blind leap of faith and just going after what it is that you want, not needing to know how it's going to work out, like what are the steps or what's the final outcome going to be, not needing to know that before they take the first step. It's just going for it, and I'll figure it out as I move along. But it can also represent foolish behavior and taking risks outside of the connection. And there's the Chariot again, which is the card right under this choice about this love connection here. Can we use our will to get past all these obstacles and challenges and move forward successfully? That's what created the obstacles that need moved past, was the sneaky, deceptive behavior, the lying, the cheating, taking risks outside of the connection, being a fool. Justice is here. Libra's major arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. This person knew what they were supposed to do, which was the right thing, but they didn't do it. Instead of doing what they knew they were supposed to do, they did the foolish thing instead. Just the fact that this card is here tells me something unfair and unjust took place here. And the sword in this card is the same sword that's carried by the Queen of Swords, and it's the same sword that's out here as your first card in your energy. A person's first card in their energy is always the most important. This is the card we're clarifying for you now. It's also the same sword that's right here as the first card clarifying this Queen of Swords shared energy. Here it's used to sever something that's not in balance, so balance gets restored, and then what's supposed to happen can happen. The right, fair, just thing can be restored and happen. Think they were doing some stuff that's not fair, that they should not have been doing, sneaking around behind your back. Clarifying this Ace of Swords, I have the Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles, the Star. Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. This is a loving, mothering, nurturing energy. This is someone who has a lot of love and emotions. If this is how you are, you still have love and emotions for this person, even though you've severed them. Could be after the severing, you're still thinking about them. That cup of love hasn't gone away. It's still there in your mind and you're thinking about it, but you can't help but be dissatisfied with the fact that there's three cups. You could even be contemplating at times reconciling, but I don't think that's what's going to happen because we have an ending to the stability here. This could actually represent, I severed this fool because this is the third party. It was a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpio or someone who is very, very intuitive. They were given their cup to. Take that part however it resonates. They could actually be both at the same time. You could still have a lot of love and emotions for them, and it could be a Cancer or Pisces or a Scorpio. Three of Pentacles is next. This is Capricorn energy. This is teamwork and collaboration and working together as equals to build something of value. The King and the Queen of Pentacles would work together as equals to build the Ten of Pentacles. So that's what you would be working together to build, the Ten of Pentacles, the combining of lives together. We saw the King of Pentacles buried under someone who knows what they should do but doesn't do it. I've got the Queen of Pentacles buried under a choice between two people, obstacles, third energy in the way. Definitely not together. No 10 of Pentacles out here. And the interesting thing, in a standard tarot deck, like this one, the 3 of Pentacles has 3 people on the card working together as equals, building something. In this deck, there's only one person on the card, and she's working all by herself to build the damn thing herself because the other people aren't here. Got the Star next. This is Aquarius Major Arcana energy. It's a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. In a love reading, it could signify that you believed your person was the one for you. Notice she's dumping her cups out, though. This is card 17 of the Major Arcana. Card 16, the card right before this, is the Tower. That's when everything comes apart. It all shatters right in front of your eyes. It comes crashing down, and nothing's the same as it was before that event. You don't make it to the Star without going through the Tower first. That's why the Tower comes right before this, and this is right after the Tower. So this tells me, even though I don't have a Tower card actually out here, I know the Tower happened just because this is here. When the Tower comes crashing down and everything's abruptly different, it's really hard to see your path moving forward from there. This is the guiding light from the universe that lights the way for you so you can see your path moving forward. It's where hope comes from. It's where healing comes from. This card is slightly different, though, because the cups are being dumped out here. You've got the cup here. This feels like you made the decision to sever this, even though you had feelings for them. You could see the truth of who they were. And now you're working together you're working by yourself to build something instead of working together with them. And this represents you healing. And I think part of the healing that you're going through is realizing what this connection really was. And you're starting to dump your emotional attachment to it out. She's dumping out 2 cups. The 2 of Cups is the overall energy. That emotional connection that you still feel. Central to your energy, Virgo, is strength. This is Leo Major Arcana energy. This tells me you're going through a very difficult situation right now, and it's requiring you to dig down deep and tap into all your internal strength in order to even make it through it. Now, this can also signify trying to tame that beast inside yourself, like trying to rein yourself in and trying to hold yourself back and not let your emotions get the best of you, not make any kind of like rash, hasty decisions on something where it could end up being a mistake later, like you trying to struggle against yourself from doing that. Hell, it could be you trying to struggle from getting the sword back out and cutting them again. It could be you trying to struggle against maybe some desire and some belief that there is still a love connection between the 2 of you, and maybe we can get past it. This could be you trying to rein yourself in and struggle against not doing that because maybe that would be a mistake. Whatever you're going through right now, it's not easy. Tell me about strength, please. Why is strength here for Virgo in October 2022? I think I have one more flipped over in here. Yep, I sure do. Bottom of the deck. There's the Magician. Mac Daddy, Master Manifester. You're going through a hard time right now because someone else's thoughts and actions created this situation. Created by this King of Wands. This is either Sagittarius, Leo energy, or it's someone who's very driven and motivated by passion and desire and sexual energy. That's why you've got your wall up. You've been hurt here. This wall is in place as a defense mechanism so you can try to heal. I see the healing that you're trying to do right now here. 4 of Swords. This is Libra energy. It's about stabilizing the mind, calming the thoughts, like going inside yourself, like meditating, trying to calm your thinking, trying to center yourself. This is also a card of healing. It could be about going inside yourself to heal, or to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out how to move forward from here after someone created this situation by following their wand, and now your walls are up and you're hurt. Yeah, it's about them following their wand. There's the wand again. Now, clarifying strength, I have the Page of Wands. I got a lot of fire out here. Nine of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see, I've got Leo, I've got some Aquarius, I've got some fixed signs of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. I've got Aries again. I've said Libra a few times. I've got Capricorn, Cancer, more Aquarius, more Cancer, some Gemini, some more Aries. You could be dealing, I've said Leo and Sagittarius a couple of times with this King of Wands. There's more Sagittarius, some Libra again. You could be dealing with any of those signs. You could literally be dealing with any sign, though. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to pin down exactly who you are dealing with, because I'm tapping into not your specific energy as an individual person in this reading, but the collective energy of a large group of Virgo people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. So I'm just going to continue calling out all the signs as they prominently stick out to me, just in case they mean anything to you. We've got the Page of Wands here as the first clarifier for strength. This is passionate messages, news and messages and communications about passion or desire. This can be the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path. I think it's talking to me here about why you're going through such a hard situation. It's so strange, but the way these cards are laid on the table, the Page having the desire to go down a new path toward this Cancer energy of Queen of Cups. Yeah, while you were supposed to be working together as equals to build something. And then there was a Tower that happened, the severing, the ending, and then this is you healing it. But this feels like your person created this situation by having the willingness to take the first steps down that path, which is the path that's like, look, he's holding his wand, he's following his wand. Next we have this Nine of Swords. This is Gemini energy of fear, worry, anxiety, thinking about something with so much, with all that fear and worry behind your thinking, that it's actually causing you to stress out, like physically stress yourself out. This is like mental anguish. This is like sleepless nights, nightmares, like can't fall asleep or stay asleep, can't concentrate on what you're trying to do, distracted by something. I felt that from this Four of Cups, like being distracted by this other cup that got involved here. Now we've got Three Cups, or even being distracted and thinking about your person and the ending to everything. But this is like a bad situation that's so bad you don't really want to face it. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to see it. Again, that's laying right next to the Three of Pentacles. This idea that you were supposed to be building something together, but you're by yourself. Next, I have the Emperor. This is the Aries Major Arcana card. It's also a Master Manifestor energy. It's not as potent as the Magician, but this is definitely someone that can manifest. This is someone who can put together a plan to get what they want and execute that plan to get what they want. It's a control type of an energy here, sometimes controlling. This is about like taking charge of a situation, taking control, like things are going to be my way, the way I say they're going to be, because I'm the authority here, I'm the boss. If you look at like the emperors of ancient Rome as an example of this kind of an energy, they didn't really care about much except for what they personally wanted. And they wanted to go conquer other territories and steal all their treasure and bring it back and get their face on statues. They didn't care how many soldiers had to die to make that happen, or how many women had dead husbands or children with dead fathers in order to make that happen. All they cared about was getting what they want. And that's sitting right next to the Star. So it's possible that there's a piece of you still that feels like this person is your one, But then there's also this element of this person that's either controlling, or the fact that they control everything. They could even be someone who's like puts up the facade that they're in control of what their actions are and what they're doing, but in reality their wand probably dictates policy to them. I got way too many wands for it to not be something like that. Damn, final card to clarify strength is the Ten of Pentacles. That's maximum stability, abundance, prosperity, Virgo energy. It's also that combining together of two people or two families, all their assets and resources, like combining lives together. We've alluded to that because we've seen this Queen of Pentacles buried below all this crap. And we've seen the King of Pentacles buried below a bunch of crap. Not together. This would be together, living together, married, something along those lines. And something took control of that. And now there have been boundaries set in place on this Ten of Pentacles. There's been a severing. There's you working by yourself instead of as equals together to build this Ten of Pentacles. Final card in your energy for October 2022, Virgo, Five of Swords, Aquarius energy. Fives are conflict. This is either a conflict in your thinking or a conflict in communications. Man, this one's getting to me. I'm feeling like worn out, like I'm getting drained from this. Yeah, I got you here in a very difficult spot that's requiring you to dig down deep to make it through it. I've got you in mental anguish and probably not sleeping well, probably stressed. It's probably why you're seeing me fight off yawning. I'm not tired whatsoever. But the Five of Swords is a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. It's Aquarius energy. This can be a conflict in communicating, like a big fight, a big argument where truth got spoken and somebody got cut off. This can be someone who's got a winning at all cost mentality, kind of like what I described with the Emperor. Like, Virgo, I'm going to get what I want, period. And if you get hurt in the process, well, sorry about your luck. I'm taking care of what I want. This can be a betrayal. At its core, it's a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event, though, which is why you have strength here in the center, trying to make it through that. Tell me about the Five of Swords for Virgo, please. Man. You can't even make this up. You can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. This is Virgo or Taurus energy. This is that King of Pentacles. That's the counterpart here. That would build the Ten of Pentacles. Like, this would be husband and wife, people that live together, people who are building their lives around each other physically, living in the same place type of energy. Like mother, father, husband, wife. And they betrayed you. That's what the Five of Swords is all about. They created the painful situation you're in. They betrayed you by advancing love offers some other direction than you, like moving forward and taking actions toward cups of love somewhere else. The World, final card of the major arcana. It's the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. They ended the cycle of you guys actually being together when they did what they did. And they started this new cycle of the pain and the psychological pain and the anguish and sleepless nights and fear, worry, and anxiety. Swords cutting each other, fighting. This is that person who knows what they're supposed to do but didn't do it. They did something unfair and unjust instead, taking foolish behavior outside of the connection. Now, to clarify this Five of Swords for you, Virgo, we got the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Death, the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. It's also a card that can represent, it's a 4, so it could be about stability in the physical assets and resources. So it could be financial stability. I see the 10 of Pentacles here. There could be a lot of abundance. You guys could have had your finances in order and everything, and now we're in this painful situation and you don't want to lose your financial stability, or you could be going through a painful situation because they have left and went somewhere else and ended the cycle of you guys being together, and now you're worried about your financial stability, or they've taken it away from you. It could be any of those things, so take that part how it resonates. Page of Swords is next. This is news, messages, and communications. Could be about the truth, or it could be about, it can be an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out, like trying to learn the truth, trying to figure the truth out. Could be an energy of like spying or snooping around on your person, like keeping tabs on them, like going through their stuff, trying to find, I don't know. This could have been the painful situation got found out because someone you know saw something that shouldn't have been going on and they reported and told you. This could have been you were just like doing your normal thing and accidentally stumbled upon information that told you the truth. And since then you haven't been able to shut your mind off about it. It could be you trying to figure out how to maintain your financial stability after all this, and the worrying could be related to the financial stability, because we were doing this together and now I'm doing it by myself. Could be any of those things. We got Death next, which is the Scorpio major arcana. This is an ending. This is something dying, sometimes so that it can be reborn in a better, more beautiful way. Sometimes this is a very painful transformation period that you're going through and struggling to control what happens to you through that, or trying to heal through something like that. This could just be representing your person and them being so willing to go after what they want and not care what the consequences were. That's got you in a spot where you need to heal now. It's got you worried and stressed. It's caused a death in this connection. This could just be a painful transformation time for you. I'm not feeling positive from that though. Next we have the Knight of Wands. This second fastest knight in the deck. It's about rushing forward, taking rapid, passionate action towards something there's a lot of passionate desire for. This is often called the player of the tarot deck. It's someone who's really wishy-washy and in and out and back and forth and can't make up their damn mind about what they actually want. Somebody who can be gung-ho about moving forward with you one minute, and then something goes by and their wand stands up and points in a different direction and they got to run that way and follow the wand. It could be someone who rushes in passionately to you and gets what they want, and then they have another cup somewhere else and they rush in passionately to that person and get what they want. And then try to play both sides of the fence. That could be what caused the death here in this connection. That could be what the painful situation is. But the final clarifier for that Five of Swords is the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy of progress being halted. There's no forward movement happening. Things are stuck at a complete standstill and it ain't going anywhere. Now the Hanged Man hangs upside down because he's trying to look at things from a different perspective than normal, like a different point of view than normal. And he's doing that like trying to figure out, how do I get this unstuck so that I can move forward from here? But this can also, like, I feel like this is a significant amount, like you're in pain because of what your person did. I feel like a lot of your person's energy here, like what they did, is affecting you. This could have put you in Hanged Man mode. It could have put the brakes on this entire connection here. You had to sever it. But this can also represent an aspect of your person, because even though this is about trying to figure out how to move forward, it's about looking at things to figure out how to get unstuck. In other words, the focus is directed externally to the things external to them. They're not looking inside themselves. They're not looking at what role they played in this. Like, What is it about me that got this stuck? They're looking at what is it about you that got this stuck. I wouldn't have been a player and rushed off and did all this dumb stuff that I did if you hadn't have said blah, 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 or if you wouldn't have done whatever, or if you wouldn't have forgotten to do whatever. This is like the person that's the helpless victim here, and they're playing the blame game, and they're blaming you and everyone and everything outside of them, but not accepting their own responsibility, which again fits with that Knight of Pentacles that I kept seeing here. It's the person who knows what they're supposed to do, they just don't fucking do it. Like the person who's doing the unfair and unjust stuff, and they know that what they're doing is unfair and unjust and wrong, but they do it anyway. They act like the fool and take the foolish leaps of faith and the risks outside of the connection. Wow. Wow, wow. Some people. That's your energy in this connection, Virgo. Let's take a look at your person's energy here. We got a lot of extra cards for them. We got the Ace of Pentacles, the World. These two came out together. I've already referenced them, the Page of Pentacles and the Fool. And then we got the Two of Wands. Man, they're at the early stages of everything. This Ace of Pentacles it's an ace. It's a beginning. It's like a new opportunity being presented in the physical, tangible world. This isn't like a new concept or a new idea or something like that. It's a physical, you can touch it kind of an opportunity. Tell me about this Ace of Coins, please. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Virgo's person for October 2022? Good grief. We got some flip over in the deck, too. Where did you go? Oh, there's that one. Okay, that's it. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands. Sagittarius energy. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. This is the wall that's between you. These are your walls that came up. They had some physical opportunity. The thing about aces is they're opportunities. You have to grab them and do something with them, or they're just empty potential. Your person had a physical opportunity, probably with another person, and they grabbed it and did something with it. Hence you being hurt, hence all the pain and misery I see on your side, and hence the wall being in the way. Yes, they created a situation. That Ace of Pentacles is right here. They had the thoughts and the actions that created a situation out of some new opportunity that hurt you. There's the Tower. Everything came crashing down from there. It all fell apart from their hand. They made this situation. I think they might be suffering from it a little bit, though. Eight of Swords is Gemini energy of like thinking about something over and over and over again, and not being sure what the safe step to take is here, not knowing what to do and feeling stuck and trapped and blocked. This is an energy of like being stuck in their head, grinding on something, grinding on that Tower, grinding on the King of Wands, being driven and motivated and going after what they were passionate about, what they had desire and attraction for, instead of listening to their head. Yeah, that was their conflict. Their conflict, their internal conflict, was between what their drives and their urges and their desires were telling them versus what smart thinking and common sense and logic were saying. Yeah, and ultimately they went with the passion, the desire, and went toward the person that they viewed as sexy and attractive and had all that intense wand energy toward. They followed their wand 100%. Clarifying this physical, tangible opportunity that was presented to them. Four of Swords. The Empress. Five of Cups. The Moon. Knight of Swords. Okay. This Four of Swords is Libra energy. It's about taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It can be about going inside yourself to heal and figure out what to do moving forward. Potentially figure out what to do about this opportunity that was presented to them. This can also literally represent being on a break in the connection. That could be what they're pointing at that's external to them. Like, hey, this isn't my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. We were on a break. Remember? You got mad at me. We had a fight. You told me to get out. So I did. I didn't do anything wrong. Could be that or something similar to that. I got the Empress next, which is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents the birth of something new, as in had an opportunity to birth something new. That's how we got to this other cup, this choice between more than one person. That's the obstacle we're trying to get past here. It's the third energy that's causing heartbreak and sadness. It's why you are by yourself. Jeez, I've got Scorpio energy of options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. I've got energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. What's being held on tightly to is the options and choices. And I've got this Five of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy of like abandonment, being cast aside, being left out in the cold. This is a breakup. This is like I kicked them out. I cut them off and told them to hit the bricks. But there's still an element of the past here. Scorpio energy, card of the past, like thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way it used to be between the two of you. It can represent someone from the past. Could be, oh shit, Two of Pentacles right under that. Capricorn energy. This can be about trying to make a decision between two physical things. Could be weighing pros and cons on some decision. It could be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, back and forth kind of energy. This can also represent juggling two people. It's possible that they had options and choices here, and it's someone from the past. Like, not necessarily someone that they used to be with before you. This doesn't have to mean that they were actually with them in the past. It can just represent someone that they have known for a period of time, as in not a brand new person, like someone that they have already met before and already have known at some point. Could be juggling more than one person. This could just also represent all this thinking about the past has you off balance. Emotions are rough and choppy, and you're like fighting to maintain your balance here. But if this is talking about juggling more than one person, it's the King of Pentacles doing it. So look how much separation there is. Get back here. Between the King, this far down, and the Queen, that's 4 cards down. What's between the two of them is options and choices, holding on to something they don't want to let go of, some breakup, some you're not good enough type of a mentality, someone from the past or reminiscing about the past, and this person juggling more than one. Lord have mercy. Make sure I didn't get something I shouldn't have. Okay. Definitely there was a birthing of something new here. An opportunity to do it. It was done. I'm skipping 2 cards for a minute. It was done by the fastest moving knight in the deck. This is Knight of Swords, is like rushing forward and taking rapid, decisive action on something. This is not the dude who comes rushing in fast and then sits down to think about, okay, I'm here, what do I do now? Or let me read the instructions and figure this out. This is the dude who just comes in and does it spur of the moment with no thinking beforehand, no thinking while he's doing it. He just comes in, does it, and he's out. He doesn't think about it until after the fact. They birthed something new, didn't think about it first. I think they had thoughts about it because I keep seeing King of Wands, King of Swords, and 5 of Wands, the internal conflict between those two, like being driven by passion and letting logic and reason like get through to you. I think they thought it through more than this is letting on. Especially because of this card, 5 of Cups, Scorpio energy, sadness and remorse about the past. This is them feeling sadness and remorse and possibly some guilt about what they did, maybe some shame about what they did. It's about being focused on the 3 cups, and in this case, they've been spilled out. All that love and emotions between the two of you spilled out and wasted. All the time, effort, and energy you guys have put in combining lives together spilled out and wasted. There's still that 2 cups in the background. That's the overall energy of the reading. There's still an emotional connection between the two of you. It just doesn't have their focus right now. Right now, they're focused on the past, and they're feeling what they felt in the past. Or they're focused on the past. Where did it go? And this person that they left you for, this person that they were juggling, you and them, could be focused on that and not the connection with you. This could be them having a woe is me pity party for what has happened since this happened too. But I don't really feel that just yet here. Next we have the moon. Fear, worry, and anxiety. Could be about uncertainty, but in this case what it distinctly looks like is a secret being kept. Something being hidden in the dark. Something that you weren't supposed to know about. The actions that they were taking. The birthing of something new. The physical opportunity they had to do it. The fact that they had 2 cups of love to choose from. I don't think you were supposed to find out, but she who knows the truth found out. Next in your person's energy is the World. This is the final card in the major arcana. It's the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. So it looks like they got found out here. Tell me about the World, please. Why is the World here for Virgo's person? Make sure nothing flipped. Okay. Bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. And it's the ending of a cycle of them being half of the equation that builds their life together with you. This is like the husband figure or the live-in person I'm building my world with figure. And they had 2 of Swords, Libra energy, a decision to make. Only that decision wasn't being made, either because they didn't have enough information to decide, or there's something that they couldn't see yet. Notice how prominent the moon is there. Oh, or it's something that they didn't want to decide on. They didn't want to see it, so they just refused to decide. This could actually be them trying to keep you in the dark, trying to keep this a secret so that you're unable to make a decision that would lead to Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords, like cutting this whole thing off would stop you from getting to the point of ending the cycle with them and starting your own new cycle, forcing them to start their own new cycle. Could be either of those 2 things. To clarify the World, we have the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Swords again, and the 7 of Cups again. So seeing all 3 of these cards in the story of the overall energy about what the reading was going to tell me. 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy of the past, thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, the good old days. So this is ending the cycle of the person that they were with and having the good old days with you. That cycle has ended, and them thinking about it and reminiscing about it. But it also feels like a cycle of you two being together ended, and a new cycle started with someone from their past or someone that they already knew. It doesn't have to be someone that they were with before. It could just be a friend, and then suddenly they're more than friends. Or it could be someone they worked with, and suddenly, boom, I know you. I've known you for years because we've worked together. It could be that kind of a thing. It could be someone they knew in high school. Any person that they knew for a period of time. 3 of Swords is next. Libra energy. Heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Doesn't always have to be a romantic third party, but in this case, I believe it is, because I've got the Empress here again. Birth of something new, potentially with someone that from their past, someone that they already know. 7 of Cups, Scorpio energy, options and choices and confusion about the options and choices. I got a lot of options. I don't want to pick the wrong one and make a mistake. Feel like they did pick the wrong one and make a mistake, hence the sadness and remorse about all the love being spilled out here. The sadness and remorse and probably some guilt about birthing something new and keeping it secret. Next in your person's energy, Knight of Pentacles, the Fool. We've already talked about this. This is the person who knows what they're supposed to and doesn't do what they're supposed to. Instead, they take foolish risks outside of the connection. They act like a fool. They do the foolish thing and not the smart thing. They don't listen to the King of Swords that was trying to talk reason to their wand. They didn't want to hear that. Tell me about the Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, and the Fool, please. What is that here? Virgo's person. Why is that here for Virgo's person, please? Let's get one more. Okay, we'll take two more. Thank you. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. You cannot make this up, Virgo. Bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles. That's what's represented your person the whole time. Like, Knight of Pentacles. It's a card I'm clarifying. Anytime I'm clarifying a card and I get that same card, that's the universe going, dude, I done told you, this person knows what they're supposed to do, but they don't do it. They act like a fool instead. Justice. They do unfair, unjust things that are out of balance and cause disarray where everything needs rebalanced by the time they're done. They create endings of cycles and beginnings of new cycles. That's the card I just clarified for them. And they do it by advancing romantically. Love offers, flirtatious behavior, moving forward with cups of love somewhere else. To clarify this, we have the High Priestess, the Sun, the Three of Cups, and Strength. The High Priestess. Okay, I called this She Who Knows the Truth. This is just She Who Knows, period. She sits in front of the veil of consciousness. So, the veil of consciousness. So she's got access to like everything. She knows everything. She sees everything. Problem with her, she doesn't always tell us everything. So sometimes she could mean that there's information you weren't privy to. As in, they weren't doing what they were supposed to. They were taking risks outside of the connection. And at some point, you weren't privy to that. There was a secret being kept. Either of these cards individually can mean the secret's being kept. And you've got both of them in your person's energy here. So they were definitely keeping something from you. And at a certain point, you didn't know what was going on. You didn't have, see this happening. You didn't have the physical evidence. All you had was your intuition talking to you, your gut feelings. Maybe you saw signs or synchronicities or had some crazy ass dream that told you what was going on. Nightmare. Whatever it was, you knew without having any actual way of knowing. You could just tell. You could feel it. Possibly because you know them so well and there's such a big history between the two of you. Possibly because you had a deep connection emotionally with this person. Maybe even spiritually with this person. But the bottom line is you knew that they weren't doing what they were supposed to and they were taking risks outside the connection. The Sun is in their energy clarifying that mess. This is Leo Major Arcana energy. This is usually the happiest card in the deck, like happiness, joy, bliss, harmony. But it can also represent illumination. When you got stuff that's being hidden in the dark, and you've got them keeping secrets from you and hiding things from you, this can be the light shining into that darkness and exposing it for what it is. The truth coming out. Now I can see you, dude. I can see you. Yeah, that's what it is. What got exposed was this heartbreaking sadness from a third energy and birthing something new. The very next card after the Sun is the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. There's 3 cups of love in this picture. I have no doubt that your person had options and choices because this is right next to the Three of Cups. And those options and choices are what got the cups between you spilled out because they were in a connection with you. They were in a connection with you when they exercised these options that they had, and they kept it secret from you. Hence, Strength, which was central to your energy. Leo Major Arcana energy of this is a difficult situation that they've created, and you are being forced to dig down deep and tap into your internal strength just to make it through this all. But this also represents them trying to tame that beast inside themselves, that King of Wands energy, that Knight of Wands energy, the Ace of Wands energy, like all this player mentality that they have. Birthing new stuff, you know, being in a connection and doing it anyway, even though they knew they weren't supposed to. This is them struggling against all those urges and desires that they had to make those kinds of mistakes and ultimately losing that struggle and doing it any damn way. What's right next to that is nothing. There's a gap. There's no card there. What's next to that gap is the moon. The secret being kept. Like they tried to hide this from you. The final card in your person's energy, thank God it's the final card, because this person is like, I'm feeling this. So I'm an empath, and like this one is bugging me. The Two of Wands is their final card. This is Aries energy. It's a crossroads in their life. It's a fork in the road for them. It's a decision point. And it's a decision about which path leads me to the world that I really want, and which path do I leave behind in order to get what I really want. Notice though, it's a decision about wands, passion, desire, attraction, things of that nature. Tell me about this Two of Wands. Why is this Two of Wands here for Virgo's person, please? Why is the Two of Wands here for Virgo's person? Let's get two more on this Two of Wands. You saw me shuffle that. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Again, this is your person at a crossroads. And what leads them to the world that they want is the world. Already out here in their energy. The ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new cycle for them. That's what they want. A new cycle where they can move forward and advance their cup of love, probably wherever the hell they want to. The Chariot. I don't know that that's them getting past problems and challenges as much as it is them being out of alignment, where the dark shadow side of themselves is pulling one way, that wand being driven by the wand is pulling one way, and the light side of them is pulling another way. And when that happens, things are out of balance, and this either doesn't move or it pulls in two different directions and rips itself in half. And I think that's what's happened. I think your person has torn themselves in half. They've torn this relationship with you in half. Yeah, because they know what they're supposed to do and they just can't seem to do it. They do unfair, unjust stuff instead. To clarify this Two of Wands. 10 of Wands, King of Cups, Page of Cups. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius energy of a heavy burden that's being carried here. Now it's a 10, and in tarot, 10s are completion. So this is the spot where they lay the heavy burden down and move forward without it. It's possible that they're carrying a heavy burden because you just knew, you found out what their secret was. Could be possible that part of the burden they're carrying is the past they have with you and still thinking about it and reminiscing about it and the way things used to be. It could be the burden that they're carrying is all that Wands energy, all 10 of them. The next card to clarify that Two of Wands, that decision point they're in, King of Cups. This is either Scorpio or Pisces energy. This is a decision maker that's makes his decisions based on emotions and how he feels about things. This is not the person who uses logic and reason to decide. They decide based on how they feel. Desire is actually an emotion. You know, like being horny is like actually an emotion. It comes from your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind causes chemicals to secrete in your bloodstream, and ta-da, there's the feeling of being happy, or there's the feeling of being horny. Your person makes decisions that way, not consciously. Now this does represent that they have emotions for you. Still, there is still an emotional connection from them to you still. but they don't outwardly express that. This is not someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. They're not going to tell you how they feel about things. They're not going to express that they have feelings for you or that they love you. They're also not going to express that they're in like misery and carrying some burden and have some sadness and remorse here in the underlying some of what's going on with them. They're not going to tell you that stuff though. They're just going to make decisions based on how they feel, and their feelings are controlled by passion and desire and sexual energy. Page of Cups is their final clarifier here. This is news and messages and communications about lovey-dovey stuff, you know, like love messages. This could be communicating to you about their feelings. This can even be communicating an apology to you. But notice there's a fish in the cup. This is an emotionally immature person. The whole reason the fish is there in this case is because it's like sleight of hand. It's like, hey, look over here while I'm doing something with this hand and I don't want you to see it. It's like deception. Like they can't stand to have your gaze in their eyes because they're like, they can't stand the weight of that. They can't stand the pressure that they feel of that. They're definitely, I don't feel like they're a king. I feel like what this card is telling me is that they make their decisions just purely on what they feel. Not thought is not involved in that. And this makes them emotionally immature. And probably sending lovey-dovey messages somewhere else. That was the ultimate choice that they made. They started out with the messages, and then it turned into an actual physical opportunity to do some actions related to that. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your specific situation. And I'll see you in the next video.